What's going on, guys? And for today, I wanted to talk about investing and how to invest as a young person. Maybe you know that you need to invest, but you don't actually know where to put your money or what to even think about when it comes to investing. And so, just two tips for today, maybe some things to look into after you watch this video and everything. And so, the first tip that I would give is to look into low cost ETFs or index funds. I'm trying to introduce you to the world of passive investing so that I just significantly reduce all the complexity that is the stock market and everything and just get you going with investing as a whole as a younger person, because the most important thing that we have on our side as 20, 30-year olds, right, even in our teens, is being able to have as much time as possible in the market to capture as much growth as we can. And even if there are dips, it doesn't matter because we have so much time for that money to come back and rebound, basically. And so that's the first tip that I would give. Look into some low cost ETFs like VOO, that is the ticker symbol for the S&P 500, and the other one is QQQ, which is the ticker symbol for the NASDAQ. And I highly encourage that you do your own research and look into these. I'll probably do more videos related to these ETFs as a whole as well in the future, but it's also good, as Warren Buffett says and as Peter Lynch says, to fully understand exactly what you are investing in so that when there are ups and downs, you understand exactly what's going on. And so the next fundamental that I wanted to go over was spending less than you earn and then being able to invest that gap. And in the beginning, and it's Charlie Munger, he was the one that said this. He was the right hand man of Warren Buffett. Pretty much he said that the first $100,000 invested is a bitch, but you just got to do it. And so in the beginning, so again, your first 100,000, your savings rate matters much more than your return rate. So basically that means when you kind of have like a meager income or meager amount of money that you're setting aside, like $100 or so, and you get a 10% return, which is still good, that's still a good rate of return for the year, you will get $10. And so now the next year it will compound, and then you have $110 and you earn 10% and you'll get 10% of that 110, right? But when it starts to get crazy is when you have your first $100,000 invested and you get a 10% return. You did absolutely nothing at all, and on that $100,000 you just made 10,000. And so if you do a compound interest calculation over the course of the long run, you can easily attain financial freedom within the next 20 to 30 years. And although a lot of people might be like, oh, that really is a long time, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be working for that long. Okay, I totally understand what you're saying there, right? But not thinking about investing at all and making that your excuse to not invest, to me, is just an excuse to not look into something that is extremely important as investing. And so again, spending less than you earn and investing the gap is going to be the key, especially as a younger person when we don't have a lot of rent, we don't have a lot of responsibilities, and life hasn't really fully hit us just yet. We kind of, some of us, right, might be struggling with rent and everything, but in terms of being deep in the hole and in our 40s and 50s, way different than being in the hole in your 20s. And so you don't need a whole fancy portfolio. All you need to do is just keep investing consistently and keep learning. So again, look into some of these low-cost ETFs. Look into a brokerage that you can access them in, right? Dollar cost average, so just put a little bit of money aside every single month or so in order to invest in these ETFs, and then spending less than you earn and investing the gap. Because all we want to do is really avoid lifestyle inflation, which basically means as we earn more money, we spend more money. We don't want to do that. As we earn more money and we're younger, we want to invest more money. Because the sooner we do that, the sooner we can retire. And I guarantee you, 99% of us would rather just be chilling and enjoying time with our family and being able to do what we want to do than actually work. So just some things to think about. I'm going to be coming out with more videos related to investing, but just two quick fundamentals for people just wanting to get started that are younger. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.